Okay, I'm joined here by manager Luke Garrard before we welcome Chippenham Town to the Mangatapay UK Stadium, Meadow Park. Luke, before we touch on the game, you wouldn't have had much time to reflect on it, but your final takeaways from Tuesday's win over Hampton and Richmond.
Yeah, listen, watched it back yesterday as I do. Spoke to the staff this morning about it. A lot of positives. 3 goals at home again. That's 15 in our last 5 games. That sort of goal return is giving our goal difference a nice boost. It's currently put us top of the table because of it. Some real good performances. Rushy to go and get another 2. Kwesi to go and continue his flurry of goals at the minute. I think Gus done well coming out of the wings to go and perform like he did for 90 minutes. So yeah, my biggest disappointment was obviously the clean sheet. But no, if we can score more than we concede, I'll be a very happy man.
Yeah, and you did just mention that. That leads me on to my next point. You spoke about the clean sheet. Is that something you've been putting more of an impetus on in preparation for Chippenham?
Yeah, it's always an impetus. I feel that we got goals in us. So if we keep a clean sheet, I feel that we can create. And I think that has been the case. Spoke to a couple of players the last couple of days about opportunities that are arising. We need to have a little bit more killer. But I felt the goal we conceded wasn't great for a manner of reasons. That's been addressed, that's been spoken to. I've identified who I feel needs to do better on that occasion, but look, I can't grumble at the minute. We're in a real good place. We're playing with confidence. There's a belief, and I feel when I see in our performances there's a flow to us. So yeah, there's a lot more positives than there are negatives. It's just unfortunate that we weren't able to get a clean sheet for the back line and Ashmore on Tuesday.
You mentioned confidence and belief. Just like to touch on the atmosphere around the squad. Our home form is excellent, as you know. Our only loss at home since your return actually came in the FA Cup on penalties against Leyton Orient at the start of November. We've scored 8 in 2 here since the turn of the new year. Surely the confidence must be very high, not just for this home game, but going into all of them.
You can feel it around the place, mate. There's a real buzz. There's been a mindset change. It's taken a lot of work, a lot of messaging, a lot of language. And that's not just been driven by me, that's been driven by the chairman, and I've been implementing it at our level in terms of the staff and the players. And there is a belief, there is a confidence. Winning helps. People say good dressing rooms come from winning games of football and having that feeling. So we're currently having that good feeling. They come into work, they're willing to work, they're willing to learn. We go a lot in terms of the emphasis on the analysis. I speak in my programme notes about affording people the opportunity to talk and have feedback, and I feel that the people within the group are growing. There's a lot more voice, there's a lot more noise, and yeah, there's a lot more positives. We are currently top of the table, great. Like I said in the interview on Tuesday evening, it's the easy bit getting there, it's the hard bit staying there. And we've got a tough game against Chippenham on Saturday, and they'll be aggrieved with their last 2 results. I felt that they've probably done enough in the 2 games that I've watched to get a minimum 2 points across the 2 games and possibly a win in the latter one. But as football, they got to wipe their mouth and move on. They are currently 6th in the form guide away from home, so we'll respect them, their positives, and making sure we nullify that. But I say it, and since I've been back, it's all about us. Everything's about us and how we prep, how we go about our business, what we got under our bonnet, and that's been the message in the last 2 days, and to ensure that we continue what we're doing at the minute. The turn of the year has been positive. Like you said, 8 goals in our last 2 games since the turn of the year, 15 goals in total in our last 5 home games. So we need to add to that tally and keep continuing getting 3 points on the board.